this edition of The Light Between Us at Chick-fil-A in Cicero, the first Chick-fil-A in Central New York, 7916 Brewerton Rd in Cicero, New York. And I am here with someone who was a stranger years ago who razzed me about my Jaguars as a Bills fan, and then we became friends pretty quickly and became family after that. So we're celebrating owner-operator Jimmer Szatkowski and telling his story, which is a long time coming here on Wake Up Call. Jimmer, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. And for you, Jimmer, I mean, this has been many years of bringing Chick-fil-A to life here. What has this journey been like for you? Because like you had a life before, and you said Chick-fil-A just kept becoming a part of your life. God kept putting Chick-fil-A in your life. So what's it been like to run this now?
What I tell everyone I interview with is this place is a crazy mix, a crazy mix of heart, hour, hard, a crazy mix of hard and awesome. A crazy mix of hard and awesome. And that's what it's been like for me. Chick-fil-A is the hardest thing I've ever done, but it's been so awesome.
When you say it's the hardest thing you've ever done, why would you say that? Why has it been your biggest test, so to speak?
The standards and expectations at Chick-fil-A are super high. So it's super challenging to meet those expectations every day. And I tell that, and I take that very personally.
I know you do, because I think it was the first week you were at 90-something percentile of effective when it came to making sure you had everybody's order. I think you got up to 98.7 or something like that, and you said we can be better.
Yeah. That's how my mind works.
So for you in this journey, you've reached so many people, you've touched so many lives. I talk with so many of your team members about how you inspired them. How did they inspire you?
Watching people grow and become incredible human beings is so inspiring. Inspirational. And watching my team members overcome incredible challenges is a huge inspiration to me.
For you, being in the seat that you've been in as owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Cicero since it's opened, amidst all of this, when you and I met, you're up, you're running around, you're doing a bunch of different things, and then as you had the ALS diagnosis, we see you get up, do certain things, and you were in the chair and went through like different kind of periods of time where sometimes you're up walking, sometimes you're in a chair moving yourself around, and to where you are today, I've always seen the same person. And I think that that's probably the biggest inspiration that I've ever seen from you is Jimmer is what I always tell people. How have you kept yourself amidst all of the transitionary periods and the challenge of ALS?
always forward. That's my mentality. You have so much you can not control, but you can control your effort and attitude. So, it's been super hard to lose some of my abilities, but ALS cannot affect my heart or my mind.
And I'm not surprised at how you've handled this. And I know that there's been adverse moments, adversity happens to everybody. How have you stayed strong in the toughest moments of the journey of these last 5+ years?
I have not. Oh, I have not. It's all because of the Lord. Without Him, I'm nothing. I could not do this without Him.
As much of an inspiration as you've been to me since we met, I feel like you've become even more of an inspiration through hardship and through hard times, and I think that speaks to your faith, your soul, your spirit, your character. What can you say to that effect, that you were inspiring people and helping people, then ALS comes on, and I feel like you upped the ante and you doubled down on being inspirational, in my opinion.
The Lord does not promise an easy life. So, when He gives you challenges, it's so important to use them to make you a better person.
And when you have these challenges in your life, is there anything else kind of growing up, any parallels that you reach back to when you go through the challenges with ALS and everything now? Is there anything that you could go back to in your life and say, I learned through this, I gained this tool in my toolbox, and this helps me still to today?
I grew up very poor and was. I'm sorry? Surrounded.
Did you wait in line to get your beverage refreshed?
No, I wanted a couple of
Trauma, did you say? Oh, trauma.
But I don't want to share.
So,
well, I'm sure.
but the truth is,
I told my son,
ALS is not the hardest thing I've ever gone through.
Yeah, we had a
With
ALS.
ALS, I am surrounded by people who love me. So it's when you have people who love them. Yeah.
Like you said, this challenge, not the biggest challenge that you've been through because of how you grew up. How did you find God going through the trauma and not feeling like maybe you had the resource or the love or the positive surrounding? How did God come into your life?
I had to suffer enough for me to see the Lord. So, I would not have probably ever had the relationship with Jesus Christ if I had not suffered.
So going through that, growing up, prepared you for anything that's in front of you today.
God, yes. God's plan is perfect.
Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. You know, that the fact that he is always looking to give us a hope in the future, plans to help us, not to harm us. Do you feel that every day, that he always has a plan?
Sometimes I suffer from depression, and that separates me from the Lord. But most of the time, I am able to see God's plan in all of this.
What do you feel like his plan is for you?
He wants me to glorify him through the way I live my life and how I help people.
When you go through that moments of depression, how do you come out of it? How does your faith always get above the water, so to speak?
That's a great question. Sometime, some way, God always lifts me up. Sometimes it takes a little while because I feel so separated. But in the end, he always finds a way to stay with me.
So your faith, that belief without evidence, just how that has grown for you over the years, just in general in your life. The fact that sometimes we don't see what he's doing or how he's doing it or why he's doing it. But how do you stay faithful in those moments of you don't know?
The only rational explanation for my life is God. So, when things are hard, I always know it's part of God's plan.
And that faith that you have, you don't just have it for yourself, you share it, you pay it forward. Why is that so important to you, to make sure that you create opportunities for people to feel safe, learning about faith, learning about God, here at Chick-fil-A and wherever you go?
Whatever God has given me, it is more than I deserve. So, I want to share God's love and my blessings with other people.
When you see the growth of your team, when you see how people come in here and who they are in the beginning to who they become 3 months later, 5 months later, 2 years later, what has that done to be rewarding to you and a blessing?
Why I love seeing people become the best version of themselves. It's so gratifying for me to be a small part of their journey.
God's used you as a vessel for as long as I've known you, and I'm sure beyond that, why do you think he chose you?
Because I'm so broken. God always chooses the most broken people.
So with you being broken, how do you help put people back together?
I help show them how much they are loved, especially by God.
Even though you say you're broken, and I think we all are to a certain extent in some way, shape, or form, do you feel like the journey of your life has helped to put the pieces back together?
For the most part, but I'm always a work in progress.
What's your favorite thing about who you are today, who you've grown to be?
I'm a much more loving and empathetic person.
You have your wife here with you, and Betty, who I've gotten to know over many years, your children,
Yes.
Sam and Jack and Hunter. What has it been like for you to have the family support that you've had with your children, with your wife, and beyond to your greater Chick-fil-A family, people that are blood, people that aren't?
I could not do this without them, especially Betty.
To go through this journey and to have that support and that love, and to have a fiery woman in Betty, what has that done for you to know that someone has been by your side throughout this process, helping to be your voice, helping to be making sure that your message gets through, and helping you continue to lead the way you want to?
I always know Betty was a gift from God for me. And going through this only proves it more.
What do you want to say about those 3 rascal kids that you have?
They are mine. I'm sorry, they are mine. They are my life's work. Sorry, I was in that part. They are, yeah. They are my life's work. I am so proud of them and the people they have become.
Before I let you go, to anyone that is out there that is going through the journey of ALS as you are, what would you like to say to them?
Your life is not over. Trust in the Lord, and anything is possible.
You talk about so many things being out of your control. The only thing in your control really in life is you. And you said ALS can't take your heart, can't take your mind. You've stayed Jimmer through everything. And that light that you've shined, I know you're humble about it, but it's shined in my life, it's shined to so many people, it's changed our lives. And as I've always told you, you gave an only child the opportunity to call somebody my brother. And I think more than anything else, I want to thank you for believing in me a long time ago, continuing to, challenging me to this day. But I want to thank you for giving me a brother in Christ.
There is this. Oh, thanks. my friend. I love you. Keep climbing.
I love you too. So Jimmer, you get the final word to everybody that's out here, whatever they're going through, whatever life is, if they know God, if they don't. What do you want to say as your message to this world about what you've learned and what you want to share?
Live intentionally. Love intensely. Amen.
Jimmer Szatkowski, Chick-fil-A owner operator here at Chick-fil-A Cicero, my brother, a friend that gave me a better life the day I met him. I love you.
Love you too.
Y'all be safe, and as always, God bless. No stress. Do your best. Thank you, Jimmer.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.